Hi, Hester here. And you know, we always hear the saying, you are what you eat. But the same can go to our thoughts. So I like to say the saying, you are your thoughts, or you are what you think about. And mindset, we can never talk about this topic enough because everything starts with our thoughts. I don't care what opportunity you have in front of you, what business you want to join, what career you want to go into, anything that you want to do in life. It all begins with your thoughts and your beliefs. And that's why it's so important to guard your thoughts, who you hang around, your expectations in life. They're all success in life begins with your thoughts. So you always have to do inner work before it reflects in your outer world. And this is so important for adults, but it's really important for our children. Because we are in a competitive world. We're in a world that was much different from my childhood. It's much more competition, much more things that our children are exposed to so early on. Sometimes I feel like their innocence is taken from them so much sooner because they're having exposure to topics that, quite frankly, we didn't know about until we were adults. And, I want to share a story of my daughter Saora. I mentioned in a previous video, I think, that we went to the Camden Aquarium this past weekend for her birthday. Her birthday weekend, I should say. And there's an exhibit where they have stingrays that you can touch or pet. It's like a whole pool of them. There's like 30 of them just swimming around. They take their stingers out so they don't sting you, but it's a little overwhelming. But when we took her there last year, she was terrified. She wouldn't put her fingers in the water to touch them, and they want to be pet. It's like a petting area for the stingrays. So this year, we went back again, and she was still a little apprehensive. Not as much as last year, but she was still, very uncomfortable. And I went to go sit down on the side, and Jamal told me that what he saw Saora do was she was in the corner by herself by the petting pool, and she said, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the stingrays. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the stingrays. She was doing self-talk. So then when the next stingray swam around, she petted on her own and she shouted, I did it! I did it! I'm not afraid of the stingrays anymore. And when Jamal told me, I was so proud of her. I called her over. I gave her a huge hug because not only because she pet the stingrays, but because she was controlling her thoughts. She knew that she can control her thoughts. And in that basic incident, she took a fear and turned it into a victory. And I think as an adult, we can do that too. We have to sometimes talk ourselves into stuff instead of talking ourselves out of stuff. Our thoughts are things, our words are things. Just be mindful and bring awareness to your thoughts and what you say. Because we say certain things that we don't even know we're putting ourselves down. But just by bringing in awareness, changing our thoughts. It may seem silly at times. You may be uncomfortable with it, but really pay attention to what you're saying and what you're thinking. And as soon as you become aware that you're having a negative thought or you're saying something negative, just switch it to something positive. That's where it starts. Okay, so I just wanted to leave that with you. You are what you think about. You are your thoughts. Guard them. Guard your children's thoughts. Teach them self-talk. Teach them to believe in themselves. Teach them that what they think really does matter. Okay, stay tuned for the next video. And for more inspirational videos and blog posts and things on health, mindset, living consciously, just click the link below and opt into our mailing list and you will be notified when we send things out. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video.